this driver crafted an unforgettable moment that caught everyone off guard. We'll discuss the heartwarming instance when Mercedes treated a kid to the ride of their life and the touching scene of a driver halting mid-race to aid a fellow racer after a crash, and many other incredibly beautiful moments. Starting with Romain Grosjean, who lost control and saw his car split in half during the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix. A huge fire erupted, making his survival seem impossible. But against all odds, he survived thanks to the FIA and especially the marshals who acted swiftly. When he returned to the circuit, his gesture was deeply moving. He acknowledged a spectator saying, "You, man across the road, are a brother." Grosjean's act touched many hearts. Another beautiful moment involved driver Mark Webber, whose car broke down, leaving him stranded on the track. Alonso, his competitor, did something remarkable. He gave Webber a lift back, showing incredible sportsmanship. These acts of kindness and camaraderie amidst competition truly stand out. This is just the beginning of some incredible stories from the world of racing. You won't believe what happened next. First, there was a touching moment involving Ferrari and a young fan of Kimi Raikkonen. After Raikkonen had to retire following a collision, the devastated child was comforted by Ferrari. They invited him to their hospitality suite, where he got to meet his idol and share in the team's victory celebrations.
Having the best day of any child in Spain ever.
Then, in Mexico, Lewis Hamilton faced boos from the crowd despite finishing on the podium. However, local hero Sergio Perez defended Hamilton, showing true sportsmanship by acknowledging Hamilton's achievement. And let's not forget the dramatic 2002 Austrian Grand Prix. Rubens Barrichello was poised to win, but Ferrari controversially ordered Michael Schumacher to pass him right at the end. Fans were outraged and Barrichello was heartbroken, yet Schumacher's response afterward earned him respect for his sportsmanship. These moments go beyond race results, revealing the human side of Formula One and the bonds of respect and compassion among its drivers and teams. What happened next was truly beautiful, and we'll come back to that shortly. But first, let's revisit an unforgettable moment from Elliott Chase's NASCAR career. When Chase clinched his first ever Cup Series victory at Watkins Glen, the excitement was overwhelming. However, right after crossing the finish line, he ran out of fuel and found himself stranded in the middle of the track. In a heartwarming turn of events, his teammate came to his rescue, giving him a push to get off the track.
Coming at the hands of Chase Elliott.
This act of camaraderie and support perfectly exemplified the spirit of racing, and Chase's gratitude and excitement were palpable in that moment. Now, let's shift our focus to a deeply touching moment in the life of F1 champion Nigel Mansell. After dedicating 15 grueling years to Formula One and making countless sacrifices along the way, Mansell finally achieved his dream by winning the championship. That season, he dominated the track, winning 9 out of the 16 races. To celebrate the 30th anniversary of his championship triumph, Mansell received a wonderful surprise that was both nostalgic and emotional. He had the chance to reunite with his championship-winning car, the FW14B. Seeing the car that played such a crucial role in his success was a moving experience, underscoring the profound connection between a driver and their car. Man, that's beautiful. Mercedes created a truly beautiful moment during the British Grand Prix. A young fan of Valtteri Bottas went all out to show his support for the driver. He arrived at the track waving a Finnish flag with his hair dyed blue and even had the number 77 painted on his face, a tribute to Bottas's racing number. His enthusiasm and dedication didn't go unnoticed. Mercedes decided to reward the young fan's incredible display of support. They invited him to the AMG Petronas garage at Silverstone for a memorable surprise. When he arrived, he was greeted with a touching gift, a personalized photograph capturing his spirited show of support. The fans' reaction was priceless, expressing heartfelt thanks and delight at the surprise. This gesture from Mercedes highlighted the deep connection between fans and the sport, serving as a beautiful reminder of how much these moments of appreciation mean to everyone involved. Before diving into Michael Schumacher's efforts to regain respect at the Austria GP, let's revisit an intense moment between two fierce rivals, Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. During the Belgian Grand Prix, Alonso and Hamilton were locked in a fierce battle for position. The drama escalated when Hamilton, charging into the L chicane, made contact with Alonso's car. The incident left everyone stunned and sparked heated reactions. However, what followed was a remarkable display of sportsmanship. Alonso immediately took responsibility for the clash and personally reached out to Hamilton to apologize. In a gesture that truly stands out, Alonso acknowledged Hamilton's talent, calling him both a legend and a champion. This act of humility and respect helped mend their rivalry and demonstrated the true spirit of racing. Now, let's turn our attention to Schumacher's comeback and how he worked to restore his reputation at the Austria GP. One of the most heartwarming moments in racing occurred after a severe crash involving Alex Premat and James Courtney, trapped in his car and couldn't get out, but Alex came to the rescue without hesitation. He worked through the wreckage to help James, demonstrating what true sportsmanship is all about. In another stunning moment, Ferrari created a memorable scene at the Italian Grand Prix. It had been 9 years since Ferrari last won this prestigious race on their home turf, and the excitement among the fans was palpable. Charles Leclerc was leading the race but faced intense pressure from the two Mercedes drivers, especially Lewis Hamilton. Despite Hamilton's relentless attacks and the Mercedes cars being faster, Leclerc held his ground and defended brilliantly. In the end, Leclerc managed to secure the victory, giving Ferrari fans the win they had been eagerly waiting for. It was an incredible achievement, and you could feel the excitement and joy in the air. What do you think about these moments? Would you have loved to be at the Italian Grand Prix to witness that historic win? Share your thoughts below. Let's not forget the incredible moments orchestrated by F1 management and some of the sport's legends.
He was my idol.
One of the most touching gestures was when F1 management surprised a blind fan named Sharaf Eden at the Tails event. Sharaf, who had revealed he was a huge F1 fan, was given the chance of a lifetime. In just 30 minutes, he was told he'd be going for a ride in a two-seater F1 car. His reaction was priceless. His excitement was so genuine that he couldn't hold back his tears of joy. Then there's Michael Schumacher, who consistently demonstrated incredible sportsmanship and respect for his fellow drivers. When it became clear that Rubens Barrichello was the deserved winner of a race, Schumacher made a selfless move. He nudged Barrichello into first place on the podium and handed him the winner's trophy, a remarkable act of generosity. But Schumacher's respect didn't stop there. At the US Grand Prix, after securing his 5th championship, Schumacher returned the favor to Barrichello. As they finished the race as the top 2 drivers, Schumacher deliberately slowed down so that Ferrari could showcase a legendary side-by-side finish, with both cars crossing the line together. However, what Michael Schumacher did next was truly extraordinary. During a Grand Prix where the outcome was uncertain, Schumacher made a move that solidified his legendary status. In a dramatic twist, Barrichello won the race by just 0.011 seconds, a margin so slim it left everyone in awe. Though Schumacher never confirmed it, his deliberate actions clearly helped Barrichello secure the victory. It's no surprise that Schumacher is considered one of the greatest drivers of all time. Now let's move on to one of the top 3 moments of this video, which takes things to a whole new level. During the 2015 Cobalt 400 at Daytona, something incredible happened. As the drivers were crossing the finish line, a massive crash occurred behind them. Austin Dillon was involved in a horrifying accident where his car went airborne and was launched into the fence. It was a terrifying scene, but what happened next showed the true spirit of racing. Despite the chaos and danger, all the teams and drivers came together to support Dillon, demonstrating the solidarity and compassion within the racing community. This moment highlighted not just the thrill of the sport, but also the incredible camaraderie and support that exists among its participants. What happened next truly demonstrates that humanity still thrives in motorsport. After Austin Dillon's horrifying crash at the 2015 Cobalt 400, crews from all teams rushed to the scene. They immediately began helping Dillon, with thumbs-up signals from crew members indicating that he was being attended to. Their swift response and teamwork showcased the deep sense of camaraderie in the racing community. Going back over 30 years, there's another remarkable example of bravery and compassion. During the 1992 Belgian Grand Prix practice session, French driver Eric Comas had a severe crash at the bus stop chicane and was left unconscious in the middle of the track. As the scene unfolded, Ayrton Senna noticed that Comas's foot was still pressing the throttle, which could have led to a disastrous outcome. Senna quickly jumped out of his car, ran to Comas, turned off the engine, and provided first aid until medical teams arrived. Senna's actions saved Comas's life and exemplified true heroism. finally, let's revisit one of the most dramatic moments in recent F1 history, the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The race was a fierce battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. With the championship on the line, Hamilton seemed set to win the race and secure his 8th title. However, a crash by Nicholas Latifi led to a controversial decision to allow only a select number of lapped cars to unlap themselves. This decision put Verstappen, who had fresher tires, directly behind Hamilton for the restart. In a nail-biting finish, Verstappen overtook Hamilton to win the race and the championship. Despite the intense competition and the heartbreaking loss, Hamilton displayed remarkable sportsmanship. After the race, he offered his congratulations to Verstappen and his team, showing that true sportsmanship means honoring your rival's victory, no matter how tough the defeat. These moments highlight the incredible spirit and humanity in motorsport, proving that even in the face of intense competition, respect and support remain at the heart of the sport. If you want to see the craziest Formula 2 crashes in history, click on the video link right here.